Oh my gosh, two single people caught kissing each other. Is it real? Let's get debatable.
Oh my god.
Okay, y'all, in case you've been living under a rock,
or sitting on a rock.
you might have missed the memo that a single Taylor Swift was caught making out with Loki. That's what we call him. His real life is exactly Tom Hiddleston. And the world, the internet, even Calvin Harris has freaking lost all chill. The question is this relationship real? Or is it a PR stunt?
Don't get me wrong, I don't think it would be weird that they would be dating. They have been seen together at the Met Gala. They were dancing, they're having fun. A fan pointed out she's in the background of a picture of him leaving Anna Wintour's house and she's like creeping in the background.
That's the day before the Met Gala.
Okay, so they've been in the same company on numerous occasions. What makes me think this is a PR stunt are these pictures. Are you kidding with those?
There's so many.
There's so many. They're sitting on a lone rock on like the shore of Rhode Island. Where would photographers have found them? They had to have told the photographers they're gonna be there. They're kind of casually looking like they know that they're being photographed.
Maybe they're on ecstasy.
Maybe they're on drugs.
Taylor Swift doesn't know what drugs are. Back to the pictures. They're making out. They're taking selfies. He's taking off his jacket for her. All very sweet, like Notebook type movie things. This to me doesn't strike me as a first date, second date, 10th date, or
they do look married in the photo.
And Taylor Swift, the first time she was caught with Calvin Harris, they were leaving Whole Foods. That was very realistic. But they were going back to their private.
That was a fan that just snapped the photo, so that wasn't like a plan. Like, let me take 60 paparazzi shots of you.
Okay. Can I
Miriam,
challenge this point of view?
Awfully public.
Please challenge. Look, I am a fan of love, but that is not why I think these two are actually dating. Taylor Swift, of all people, is incredibly careful about the headlines that she appears in. She does like her press, but only when it makes her look sympathetic. And this headline works against her because it makes it seem like, in the best case scenario, she is dating someone 5 seconds after her and Calvin broke up. And in the worst case scenario, it looks like she cheated on Calvin. So I don't think this is a publicity stunt. And number two, the other person in this stunt is Tom Hiddleston, who's one of the most private individuals and like a very mature
He's
grown-up.
a Disney prince, and he was for me. Okay, that's what I'm pissed off about.
We were just talking about this. He was for me. We never had this conversation. I didn't know you were.
He's the whole internet's boyfriends. The whole internet is mad.
And I don't care if he's a private person. Obviously not. You don't go on a date with Taylor Swift on an open ocean where people can photograph.
Here's the other part of this equation. There's Calvin Harris, who is also involved in this. Right. This makes him look extremely bad. It makes him look like he was not there for her, that she didn't treat her well, that she cheated on him. If this is a publicity stunt, I feel like he would be in on it. And he seems like he's very upset about this. He's blocking fans who question any of his tweets. He's deleted every single trace of her on all of his social media accounts, which she also has done the same thing on hers. It makes all three of them look terrible. It makes everyone involved look really bad. I don't think it's Taylor Swift.
I don't think either of them is a publicity. What do you think? I want to hear what you think. What do you think, Lisa? Because you love these people.
A publicity stunt, even the Taylor and the Calvin one. Like,
you think Taylor and Calvin was
how many months before he was on Capital FM and said she was not his type, he would not date her, and then 2 months later,
I've changed my mind many times.
I'd also like to point out, I'm not saying that a PR stunt can't transition to be something.
Right.
They could be attracted to each other, but I definitely think people put them together and they placed them on that rock and they called paparazzi to take pictures.
It's just a little too obvious with them, like how perfectly posed these pictures are. Look, they are in the middle of another state that doesn't normally have paparazzi.
Taylor would have never worn this outfit if she knew photos were being taken.
That's the key. That's what she wants you to think.
She's paparazzi every day in New York. Why is this any different? She always knows that she's going to be
Everyone in this room has met Tom Hiddleston. You guys actually think that man would be involved in a publicity stunt?
He's an amazing human being.
I love him.
And a respected actor. He's now going to start dating a pop star, which makes him look kind of atrocious in his genre.
I don't know. I
but
think
not really, because everyone loves Taylor Swift. You guys are saying it's making both of them look bad. I don't think I've seen any negative headlines.
Oh, yeah. Have you not visited the interweb today?
Okay, well, apparently Miriam's in Miami.
But like, that's nothing new for her. her because she has that reputation of being with a boy every 10 seconds.
Might as well make it the Disney prince that everyone loves.
But she's single. She's single. She's allowed to mingle as much as she'd like, even if that means with her tongue in someone else's mouth. She can. She's single.
It's what I think
do.
is beautiful.
I've been a fan
support the making out on a rock. I think it's like Ariel and Eric.
I have lived this. She is just taking advantage of her 20s. She is just doing what a normal single girl does after you.
But that's not what Taylor Swift does.
I do think she's going through something. The hair change. She seems like she's having like a little bit of a hard transition out of 1989 into being like a real adult into a relationship.
Because she changed her hair?
Yes.
We're
Because she
making
was
a
dating
psychological
Calvin.
evaluation.
That's
what
back in
we
her
do
normal
here.
clothes.
That's what we noticed is when she was dating Calvin, especially the last several months, she really transitioned her style to be like rocker chic.
Yes.
Bleached her hair.
Suddenly they're broken up and now she's back in her cardigans and loafers.
She was being untrue to who she was while she was dating Calvin. That's why they broke up. And that's why this is not a PR stunt.
I feel like all of these are going a little too deep.
I change my style every other day.
I had a mullet at one point, so I have nothing to say.
Let me play devil's advocate here for a moment. To Lily's point, when I did see these photos, I thought for a second, I was like, this looks like, are they filming a scene in a movie? Like, it does look too romantical. Maybe, just maybe, they were shooting footage for her new music video together. Just maybe. I'm not saying I believe it's a PR stunt, but there might be like a thread of truth.
Here's what I think. She's taking a cue from Beyonce on many levels. She's gonna release a secret album very soon in October, like she always does. This could be a music video, and hey, this whole relationship triangle situation could just be more of Beyonce and Jay-Z, and we're all drinking the lemonade.
But you would
That's
hear
what I
it in
think.
the music video.
Yeah, well said. Well
There's
said.
witnesses that are like, we spotted them. They were so cuddly. You would see it through there with a camera.
Would you though?
No.
I was gonna say, but also these
Those
pictures.
zoom lenses, they can be hiding in the mountains and you not see them. And also that photo with them looking at the camera, it doesn't
They
look
were
like they're
looking-
at the camera.
they were
have
looking at something
sunglasses.
else.
They were looking at something else. They weren't looking at the camera. I don't think they knew they were being photographed.
There's just
Raise
something. This doesn't look like a natural
your hand
scenario.
if you know or have been yourself a serial monogamist. If you've ever met, just raise your
I don't know.
hand.
Those are big words.
don't know.
Those are really big
We
words.
all know women who go from one guy to another.
Oh,
like
that's
Jennifer
me.
Lopez.
That's me.
It has nothing to do. For me, it's not that I wouldn't believe they're dating, and that I don't. It's the pictures
Okay, well,
and how
It looks too authentic.
that looks authentic.
What
to
about
you.
the Anna Wintour
romantic.
picture?
That I think is interesting, but I think if they've been running in the same circle, that is the perfect growing point of why they're people.
The only time
are.
we've ever seen them together ever is at the Met Gala.
and they
the
had
day before the Met Gala,
chemistry.
apparently.
Yeah, so they weren't running the same circle.
Listen, people. We could talk about this all damn day. Literally.
And we will.
We have it.
Hold on.
Don't
One
worry.
more thing. No, Lisa, I want to hear what you have to say.
Y'all
Tell
talk
the camera!
No, I'm saying I've been a fan of Taylor Swift for so long that I've seen all of her boyfriends. The amount of the first half of her career that they were so private. She knows how to do private, and then all of a sudden she gets big and it's like, hi, I'm dating Harry Styles, publicity. You know, like she knows how to work that game. If this was like really her, she would not have these pictures out because she was so good at being secretive.
And that's even the Calvin one that I was saying.
Yeah.
That was you said a
That
fan
just happened
took
to be a
that.
fan in the parking lot, saw them, took a picture because they were talking to them.
And
Okay.
I'm gonna say, she doesn't ever go out without looking amazing. Have you ever seen this girl leave the gym without hair and makeup done and with nice clothes on?
Precisely
she never
why
looks
it's
ratchet
weird
in public.
that she would do that for people to be like, well, look, she's not wearing makeup. It must be real.
That's
Okay,
me.
all right, people.
So,
Again,
just
we could
great
talk about this
publicist.
all damn day. We already have been talking about this all day
have.
today and
Multiple
all
days.
day yesterday, and you know what? Probably all weekend too. And it's all good because that's what this show's all about. It's debatable. And yes, you're asking yourself, did 5 grown women just spend several minutes talking about the relationship
proud
of
of it.
someone else? Yes, we did, only because we love T-Swizzle so much. Now, I want all of you to hit the comment section and let us know one of two things. Is this a real relationship or is this a PR stunt?
Love.
Let your voice be heard and come back every single day because this is where we live. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.
Oh boy, we have all the guys Taylor Swift has dated in that box on the left, and on the right we have every single thing that we know so far about this whole Swiddleston thing.